Today I'm going to be talking about the first 3 beginner notes that you can play on the flute and the beginner technique. To begin, you're going to need to know the 3 different joints of the flute. The first joint is the head joint, and that is the joint that you blow the air through. The second joint, and the longest joint, is the middle joint, and that's where your fingers go. The last joint is the foot joint, and that is the joint that attaches onto the end of the flute. When you are setting up your flute, you're going to attach the head joint to the middle joint. You are going to put the end of the head joint into the barrel of the flute, and you're going to make sure the tone hole is lined up with the center of the buttons. And then you're going to attach the foot joint. You are going to attach the end of the foot joint that has the most buttons to the end of the middle joint. You are going to want to make sure that the line that separates the 2 sets of buttons on the foot joint is lined up directly with the middle of the buttons on the middle joint. When you're first learning how to play the flute, you may feel a little overwhelmed because of all the buttons, but you don't need to worry. You don't need to press down every button, and as a beginner, there are some buttons you won't even touch. You are going to place your first finger on your left hand on this button. Next, you are going to place your middle finger on your left hand on this button. And then you'll place your ring finger on your left hand on this button, and your pinky will rest on this key. Your thumb on your left hand just rests on a button that is located underneath the flute. Now, on your right hand, you're going to place your pointer finger on this button. You're going to place your middle finger on this button. And lastly, your ring finger will go on this button. And then your pinky will rest on the second key of the last section of the flute. Right there. Now that you know where your fingers are going to be placed, you're going to learn the correct positioning of the flute to your mouth and how to make a sound. To correctly position your flute on your mouth, you are going to place the blowhole to the center of your lips and then roll the flute down 90 degrees until the lip plate is resting between your bottom lip and your chin. You want to make sure that it is the large plate, not the smaller plate. It is important to note that your lips are going to be tight together, and the embouchure, which is the space between the lips, is going to blow a very steady stream of air right across the top of the flute. You're going to picture the air going directly to whatever is at eye level. The first note you're going to learn, which is your tuning note, is B flat. So for B flat, remembering our home position, we are going to press down our pointer finger, our thumb, our pointer finger on our right hand, and our pinky. To play the note C, remembering our home position, we are going to press down our pointer finger on our left hand and our pinky on our right hand. Lastly, to play the note D, you are going to press down your middle finger and your ring finger on your left hand, and you are going to press down your first finger, your middle finger, and your ring finger and your pinky on your right hand.